Hey man, listen, bro. You know, when you in your 20s and 30s, man, that's the time for you to get yourself together, bro, to get your life together. You know, it ain't the time to party. A lot of people think it's the time to party. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, right now I'm on a college campus, man. You know what I'm saying? I could turn the camera around for y'all and show y'all. You feel me? Hella people, bro. And all these people, a lot of them, man, they in their 20s and 30s, dude. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them ain't taking life serious. Some of them are. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are. Some of them are not. And you know, when you in your 20s, bro, and you in your 30s, bro, you know, you don't have time to play around, bro. What you want in this life, brother, is a head start ahead of everybody else. It ain't that you better than nobody, but it's that you trying to be on a different level. You trying to be purpose driven. You trying to take this stuff to the tippity top, the highest that you could take it. You trying to be the greatest that you can be. That's gonna take sacrifice. That's gonna take perseverance. That's gonna take you sacrificing the parties and the goofy stuff. Because what you gotta understand is it's easy to party. It's easy to have fun. It's easy to drink. It's easy to smoke. It's easy. That's the easy stuff. See, what's hard is when you got to look in the mirror and realize, damn, I ain't nowhere where I want to be. What's hard is when you got to go to that gym 6 days out the week. What's hard is when you got to walk them 10,000 steps, 20,000 steps. You see what I'm saying? Y'all think I'm playing, man, but every day your boy walking. Every day your boy walking. Every day your boy taking them steps, man. Why? Because I'm in my 20s. I'm 22. You might think that's young, but that's not how I see life. Let me educate y'all. Let me enlighten y'all on something, because y'all are very smart. So I know you're going to understand what I'm saying, because you're on the Purpose Driven Man channel. You can't think of life like that, being 22, and think that you're young. That's not how you need to think about life. You need to understand that you could die at any moment. And you've lived for 2 decades, man. You in your 20s, bro. If you 30, you live for 3 decades, man. Like, that's not young, bro. That's 30 years under your belt. That's 20 years under your belt. That's 22 years under your belt. 24 years and 25 years under your belt. That's 26 years under your belt. What do you have to show for it? That's what it is. And this life is very simple. It's about the hard work and then the compound interest over time with that hard work, getting the results that you want in order to become the person that you want to become, in order to reach the heights that you want to reach. You can't think that you have all the time in the world in order to make things happen. You have to think for today. You have to think for right now. So you got to be honest with yourself and say, okay, right now, am I where I want to be? Right now, am I at the place I want to be in life? Right now, at this very moment. Am I happy with where I'm at right now, or am I not? Am I pleased with where I'm at right now, or am I not? Am I where I want to be right now, or am I not? That's the harder questions. Not worrying about if there's going to be a party on Friday or if there's going to be a party on Saturday. Not sleeping in. Not eating the bullshit. Not eating the food that's not going to make you live longer and nourish your body. Life is very simple. What you put in is what you get out. And if you want to live a good life, if you want to retire young, you want to retire early, you want to be successful young, you want to be successful early, that causes for successful habits early on. You got to build successful habits. You have to. You have to build successful habits. What is successful habits, Malik? Successful habits is doing the things that you don't want to do in order for you to get to the places that you want to go. So if you know you got to work out, you got to work out. Right? If you know you got to work out, you got to work out. If you know you got to write down your goals and your dreams, you got to do that. If you found out about journaling 5 months ago, but you haven't been taking it serious, shame on you. If you know what to do, then you need to do it. Once you're enlightened and once you have the information, you have to store that information for future use, but you also have to use it when you can. Use it in the moment. Don't take the information for granted. Don't take this video for granted. You didn't stumble on this video for no reason. You stumbled on this video to take your life serious. Because what we don't want to be when we're older is delirious. What we don't want to be when we're older is going crazy, disappointed, saying, why did I get here? How did I get here? What's the reason for me being here? I got no purpose, I got no direction. That's what you don't want to be saying, especially as a man in modern society. We can't wait for the world to get better for us to prosper and win. We got to make our own world better by prospering and winning. And how do you win? It's having habits of a winner. How do you have habits of a winner? It's putting yourself in a position to win no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on with you. Are you able to do that or are you not? Are you able to put in the work or are you not? Are you able to do the things that need to be done or not? Are you able to sacrifice or not? Sacrifice what? Sacrifice what society tells you you should be doing in your 20s. You see, a party ain't going nowhere. You know, the party gonna be here. It's always gonna be here. The liquor is always gonna be here. All that is always gonna be here. What's not going to be here is another day or another chance for you to get it right. You don't know if God's going to wake you up for that next day. You don't know if you're going to have another chance at this shit. You don't know. You don't know if you're going to have another chance at life. So you got to go hard right now. You got to put in the work right now. You got to put in the discipline right now. You got to put in the consistency right now. You got to put in the effort right now. You got to put in the work ethic right now. You got to start writing down your goals right now. You got to start writing down your dreams right now because life moves fast. If you don't slow down and tap into the things that you want, you're going to wake up one day and realize that you are nowhere where you want to be. You're going to be overweight. You're going to be hating how you look. You're going to be not liking yourself. You're going to be thinking all type of goofy stuff when all you had to do was, let me go in the gym in my 20s. Let me go in the gym in my 30s. Let me maximize my life in my 30s. Let me maximize my life in my 20s. Because what you can't do is you can't play catch up. Because if you haven't done the work previously, you can't start doing the work immediately in your 40s. Now you can, but you're not going to be doing work at the level that you want. Here's an example. If I'm sitting here saying that I want these gym goals, I want to lose weight and I want to maintain my weight, and I'm in my 20s and I'm in my 30s, if I have a goal, I'm going to be better reaching that off if I start today. If I push it off, I can still get there, but I won't get there as quickly as I would have if I started today. It's that simple. It's that simple. We live in a society that's instant gratification. Y'all think y'all can get things quick. Y'all think if you just put in a little bit of work for 1 week, you're going to get results. A lot of y'all think that if you hit the gym for 1 week, you're going to see the results that you want. Let's stop with the goofy stuff. You have to put in the work from day 1 and continue on day 2 and continue on day 3 and continue on day 4 and continue on day 5 and continue on day 6. And guess what? Rest on day 7 and continue on day 8. And continue on day 9, and it starts all over again. Because the one thing that we can't do is quit. We got to put in the effort. We got to put in the grind. We got to put in the work because we have an opportunity to be the best versions of ourselves. That's what you have to understand when you're in your 20s and 30s. These are your grinding years. These are the years where you give it your all. These are the years where you go hard. A lot of y'all want 8 hours of sleep, but when you wake up, you're not even putting in 8 hours of productivity. If you don't stay up, if you don't sacrifice 3 hours of sleep, you may never get to where you want to go. A lot of y'all, yes, self-care is important and all that is great. But if we're talking about being a high-performing guy, reaching your goals, then the 20s is the time where you sacrifice sleep. The 30s is the time where you sacrifice a little bit of sleep. Not as much as you did in your 20s, but a little bit. Waking up an hour early. If you in your 20s, you could wake up 2 to 3 hours early because as men, we only need 5 hours to function. Y'all functioning on 8 hours and you still lazy and you oversleeping, you're overstaying your stay. When you in that bed, it's to sleep. It ain't to be scrolling on all the social media apps unless you watching Purpose Driven Man or channels that's gonna push you in the right direction just for a little bit. But it's not for you to keep scrolling, man. That's death, man. That's gonna take the opportunity away from you for you to wake up earlier and chase your goals and chase your dreams. What do y'all really want in this life? Do you want to be the most successful you can be? Do you want to be the best version of yourself, or do you want to be mediocre? If you want to be mediocre, there's a blueprint for that. It's just doing what you've already been doing. How about that? If you want to be mediocre, bro, there's already a blueprint for that. It's doing what you've already been doing and just keep doing that. Keep waking up late, keep not taking life serious, keep hanging around and partying every weekend, keep wasting time. Keep not going to the gym. There's a blueprint for you to waste time. There's a blueprint for you to be mediocre. Follow what the crowd doing. Follow what everybody else doing. Believe why I gotta work out 6 days a week? Because everybody else not doing that. So if they working out 4 times, if they working out 5 times, if we go the extra step, the extra mile, then we're gonna reach our goals quicker, faster. Is it going to be fast as hell? No, but it's going to be faster than the average. Because if you stay on par with the average, you'll live an average life. All you got to do is put a little bit more work in than the average. That's it. That's what being great means. That's what being extraordinary means. It's doing the regular things more. You're not reinventing the wheel. There's only one ingredient in this life. It's to grind. It's to work in order for you to get the results that you want. But you got to work smart, and working smart might mean working more. Are you giving it your best effort? Are you giving it 100%? Are you giving it your all? And you got to be honest if you not. You ain't no need to lie to me, bro. Ain't no need to lie to me, bro. You got to be honest with yourself. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Be 100 with yourself. Be honest with yourself.
Hey, Mom.
Are you really where you want to be?
Thank you.
If you lose the motivation, if you lose the inspiration, what you got to think about is your future self. You got to think about your future self. You got to lock into your future self. What does it mean to focus on your future self? What y'all think that is, man? That's the main enchilada. Your future self is the dude that's gonna reach the success. Your future self is the one that finally reached all the goals. Your future self is the one that got the car, the one that got the house, the one that got the wife, the one that got the kids, the one that got the basketball court in the backyard, the one that got the pool, the one that got the apartment complex, the one that reached the doctor, the one that's in the NBA, the one that's changing the world, the one that's the next president, whatever goals y'all got, the one that's making 6 figures, making multiple 6 figures, the one that's making 200K, the one that's making 300K, the one that's making 400K, the one that's making 1 mil a year, the one that's making 2 mil a year, the one that's finally paying off his mama house, paid off his grandma house, the one that's doing all that. That's your future you. So when you don't feel motivated, you're not letting me down, you're not letting the brothers down. Yes, you are, but most importantly, you letting yourself down. You got to think of your future self. 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 Your future self is the one that's going to be putting in the work. Already reached all that. Already did all that. And what you got to imagine is your future self looking at you and saying, damn, is he actually going to reach it? Is he actually going to make it? And then there's another version of your future self that ain't do nothing. The one that don't got the car, the one that don't got 6 figures, the one that don't got the job, the one that don't got the career, the one that still live with his mama, the one that ain't do the work, the one that don't got the discipline, the one that ain't got all that. So you get to choose, my dude. Do you want version 1 or do you want version 2? Are you going to put the work in or are you not? These are the two realities that you got. Most men, bro, y'all not putting in the work. Y'all not putting in the discipline. Y'all not putting in the consistency. You care too much about what others think. You care too much. You in your feels about what other people think and stuff like that, bro. I'm 22, bro. I'm on college campus. I got a camera. There's hella people around. If y'all don't understand what I'm doing and y'all goofy, you don't get it. How the content world is exploding and how it's normal to have a camera and record now. That's what it is. I don't care about what people think. I got to spread this message out. So again, you have to understand that you can't care about other people's opinions because they don't pay your bills, they don't pay your rent, they don't feed you, they don't make sure that you eating. But what you do got to care about is your future self. You got to care about your future self, bro. Like you got to care about your future self, bro. You got to care about your future self, bro. You got to care about that, man. Are you going to let yourself down, or are you going to reach the goals that you've been dying to reach? You feel what I'm saying? Or are you going to let yourself down? And most people, they going to let themselves down, man. Why? Because they're not willing to put in the work. Why? Because they're tired. Why? Because they're fearful, scared that they're not going to reach the goals that they set out for themselves. It's up to you. You don't have to put it in the work. You don't have to go to the gym early. You don't gotta wake up early. You don't have to be disciplined. This is just, if you do though, then if this is the life that you want, then you gotta put that work in. You can't waste your 20s, man. This is your golden years, and it will go away quick. It will go by fast. My advice is to, yes, enjoy your 20s, man. Have a little bit of fun, but it has to be an earning system. You can't just have fun because you're young. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. You gotta earn it. You know, back then when we was hunters and gatherers, we had to go out and hunt for our food. And when we went out and hunted for our food, what that allowed us to do was be happy when we finally brought the food to the women of the village and they cooked it up for us, bruh. And then we finally had a nice meal, but that's because we were hunters for the food. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm making sure my pants good because I had some spice in it. You know, we was hunting our food, bro. Like, we were hunters, man. So food was a reward. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things that we enjoy in life was a reward for the work that we put in. Like today, I can't wait to get home and play some NBA 2K. I've been trying to play that thing for a long time, but I've been busy and I've been working and I've been busy and I've been working and I've been busy and I've been working. So when I played, I know that I earned it. I know that it's overdue. I know that I deserved it. But if I was trying to play and I didn't put in the work, if I was trying to play and I didn't put in the discipline, if I was trying to play and I didn't put in the grind, if I was trying to shine without the grind, then you know what's gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna be worth it. I ain't really gonna shine as bright as I could have. I'm not gonna be as happy. I'm not gonna be fulfilled. And my future self is gonna look at me and saying, you trying to choose this route, the route that you ain't going nowhere, the route that you ain't successful in, the route that you see. Every decision that you make on a daily basis, it's either gonna accumulate over time and build up over time to be your future self, or it's going to build up over time to be a worse version of your future self. Remember, there's two versions of you. The dude that ain't doing nothing, and the dude that he put his mind out and said he gonna do it and he did it. The choice for which path we go on to, the choice for who we become, that's on you. You see what I'm saying? And some people is gonna recognize the grind, some people gonna recognize the shine, but you gotta do it, man. You gotta grind forward whether they do or not, man. We can't worry about validation. We can't worry about no validate. We can't worry about none of that. We can't worry about the latest function or the latest party. We can't worry about none of that. We can't worry about who our friend or who not our friend. We can't worry about none of that. We can't worry about if people want to see you or people don't want to see you. We can't worry about that. We can't worry about people who's in their feelings or people who not in their feelings. We can't worry about that. We can't worry about people who successfully reach their goals and people who didn't reach their goals. We can't worry about that. We can't worry about our friend group that don't want to go to the gym or our friend group that do want to go to the gym. We can't worry about that. We got to worry on us. We got to focus on us. And if people want to make a good decision for their own lives, that's on them. Be the inspiration, be the inspirer, but you can't be dragging people with you in your 20s and in your 30s. You don't have the bandwidth. You don't have the capacity. You don't have the facilities to do that because you're trying to build your kingdom, man. You want to inspire people. You want to uplift people. You want to build your kingdom. You're going to have to put in the work. You can't be mediocre. You can't just be the same person that you were when you were 17, when you were 15. It's all about progression. It's all about steady progression. That's what it's about. It's all about motivating yourself and inspiring others. And so it's all about waking up early and putting in the work and doing the discipline and being consistent because you're focused on your future self that does reach your goals, not the one that doesn't. Like I said, you don't have to watch this video. You don't got to be on this channel. You don't got to chase this life. You don't got to want this life. But if you want it, go and get it. You feel what I'm saying, bro? It's that simple, man. If you want this life, man, go and get it, man. It's that simple, bro. If you want this life, go and get it. If you want the success, you got to earn it. You got to go and get it. Right? If you want to be a reader or a better communicator or whatever, you got to go and get it. You got to start reading. You got to start doing. It's either you want to be a doer or you want to be a consumer. It's either you want to be a producer of your life or you want to be a consumer in your life. What does that mean? We're going to dive right into that right now. What it means to be a producer and what it means to be a consumer. As purpose-driven men, we have to have a producer mindset, not a consumer mindset. That doesn't mean you won't be a consumer. We have to consume things. We consume food. We consume TV shows. You know what I'm saying? We consume things. You're consuming this video, but at the end of the day, what we consume has to be healthy. And then we also have to jump in and be a producer of something. You have to be a creator of something. The same way I'm creating value for you, you got to produce and hopefully create value in your own life with the information that I'm giving you. You don't just want to sit down and watch the video. You want to actually apply it to your life. So how do we know that we are having a producer mindset? I got notes right here. Number one, you have to create value. A producer actively creates value, whether it's through building a business, developing a skill, or contributing to a community. This mindset focuses on generating, contributing, and creating something of worth, something of value, not just for personal gain, but also for the benefit of others. So you have to be a producer in this life, or you'll just be flying by, consuming everything, and everybody's going to produce for you. What does this mean? It's either you're going to be a drifter or you're going to be a non-drifter. That is from the book of Outwitting the Devil, Napoleon Hill, my favorite book. You see what I'm saying? And it's all about knowing that, okay, I'm a non-drifter, which means I'm not going to drift away and just consume. I'm going to be in the driver's seat. I'm going to take control of my life and I'm going to produce. Number two, being a producer also means that you need to take initiative in your life. That's what we just talked about, hopping in the driver's seat, not just being the passenger. Producers take the initiative to seek out opportunities and create them and create opportunities where they don't exist. You see what I'm saying? They don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen through action, perseverance, and creativity. So we don't want to just wait for life to happen for us. Or I'm just going to wait on that opportunity. Well, I'm going to be waiting all day. I'm going to be waiting all year. I'm going to be waiting forever. I don't want to wait. I want to make it happen now. I want to go after it now. I want that opportunity now. I want to grind now. I want to make it happen right now. See, nobody going to make these videos for me. Nobody going to upload for me. Nobody going to talk to y'all for me. It's me. It's my responsibility. I'm the one that got to put in the work. On top of that, I'm the one that has to be consistent. That goes into the next one, responsibility. We have to embrace responsibility. Embracing a producer role involves taking responsibility for one's actions, decisions, and their consequences. It's about being accountable for one's life, direction, and the impact one has on others. You got to be accountable. You got to be accountable. And you got to be responsible. Because if you're not responsible for your own life, then you don't actually think that you can make change in your life. But you can. You see what I'm saying? In order for you to make change in your life, you got to understand that you are responsible for your life. See, everything, bro, is on you. In order to make it happen, it's on you, especially in your 20s and 30s, man. You got to understand this very quickly, because when we were growing up and when we were teenagers and stuff like that, we wanted to point the finger at everybody. We wanted to blame everybody. We wanted it to be everybody else's fault but ours. When we were kids and we did something bad, we also wanted to snitch and say, oh, he did something bad too. No. Snitch on yourself. Be accountable. Be responsible. Because once you take accountability, you're able to create the change that you need in your life in order to make the positive things happen that you need to make. In order to be a producer, it's all about action. And lastly but not least, growth. Producers are committed to personal and professional growth. They view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, constantly seeking to improve themselves. So that's why we have this self-improvement journey, because we're not trying to be the same. We're not trying to be like everybody else. We're not trying to live a life like everybody else. We're not trying to be mediocre. We want to improve and improve and improve and improve and improve. Like for real, if you working out, you're not trying to look the same that you was looking 6 months ago. You trying to progress. You're trying to look different. You're trying to look better. You don't want to be the same person. You don't want to be the same. You don't want to be the same. That's a waste of time. You in the gym and you the exact same. Why would you want to do that? That's so goofy. You don't want to be the exact same. You want to be able to put yourself in a position to win and actually take that and say, okay, I could look 6 months ago, what's good? I could look 5 months ago, I see you. I could look 4 months ago, I could look 3 months, and then each month we're getting, okay, each month we're growing, each month we're growing, each month we're growing, each month we're getting better. Before I look like this and now I look like this. And that's when you understand that, okay, it's all about progress. We're not going to get there overnight. But the point is that we're trying to get there. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not about getting there overnight. A lot of y'all want to get things fast. You want to get things fast because we live in this instant gratification world. Instant gratification is where the name Instagram comes from. Instagram, instant gratification. We want things quick. You know, the social media app TikTok, right? TikTok, just like the clock, it goes by quick. It's all about the quickness of life. Microwaves warm up your food quick. And what you're not learning how to do is to slow the fuck down. Y'all got to slow down. Take life serious and slow down. Be in the moment, the day to day. Focus on today. Focus on how you could win today. If you focus on how you could win each and every day that you're in, that's how you grow. That's how you get better. That's how you have a better opportunity to succeed. But if you're only focused on how you could win 10 years from now, if you're only focused on how you could win 15 years from now, if you're only focused on how you could win 30 years from now, okay, man, like in order to win 10 years from now, in order to win 20 years, in order to win in your late 30s, in order to win in your 40s, you got to start winning now. You got to start winning for today. But y'all don't want to win for today. Y'all focused on yesterday. Y'all focused on tomorrow. Y'all never focused on where you at, where you plant your feet right now. So what does it mean to be a consumer and have a consumer mindset? What it means to have a consumer mindset means to be passively consuming. A consumer mindset is characterized by passive consumption of content, experiences, or products without contributing or creating value in return. This can lead to a lifestyle focused on personal gratification without personal development, which means you might watch this video and feel personal gratification that you watched a video on how to be the best man that you could be in your 20s and 30s and maximize your life in order to win and live a good life. But if you are not actually applying that into your real life and applying that for you to actually do it in this real time, then guess what? You're just passively consuming. So you can consume if it's going to help your life, but you shouldn't be consuming if it's not going to help your life. If you're going to consume if it don't help your life, then that's when you earn it. Like if you did all the work that you had to do today, then you earned a movie. You could go watch a movie on Netflix or whatever, but if you didn't put in the work, then you didn't earn it. You see what I'm saying? Another one, waiting for opportunities. That's not good. You don't want to wait for opportunities. You want to make opportunities happen. Consumers may wait for opportunities to come to them instead of actively seeking them out or creating them. This can result in a missed chance and a feeling of unfulfillment. Again, you have to be the one that's accountable for your life and responsible for your life, and you have to be the one to grab opportunities where you see them. Nobody else could do the work for you. Blaming circumstances. Individuals with a consumer mindset may be more likely to blame their circumstances on others or external factors for their lack of success or happiness rather than taking personal responsibility. We've spoken about that, right? Stagnation. Without the drive to grow or challenge oneself, a consumer can become stagnant, experiencing little personal growth or development. Again, if you are a consumer, you are not going to grow. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be the same that you was Monday. You're going to be the same that you was Tuesday. You're going to be the same that you was Wednesday. If you don't say, okay, let me create the life that I want. Let me be the person that I need to be. Let me put in the work that I need to put in. Let me put in the discipline that I need to put in. But if you just settle for where you at, settle for the comfort, settle for where you at in life, then you're going to remain the same and you're going to be stagnant. Now we're talking about more about how do we shift from being a consumer to actually being a producer, right? Many successful individuals and leaders embody the producer mindset, right? I will argue all of them do. Actively shaping their lives and the world around them. Adopting a producer mindset involves self-reflection, evaluating your current mindset and behaviors to identify areas where you might be more of a consumer than a producer. So you got to be honest with yourself. You got to reflect and say, okay, I produce this, I produce I consume this, I consume that. Some of y'all consume too much music. Some of y'all need to take the earbuds out of your ears and actually live in the moment and say, okay, this is how I could be better. This is how I could utilize my time better. I could be thinking more. And then not just I could be thinking more, but I could be brainstorming about where I want to be 5, 10, 15 years from now. The second thing you got to do is you got to set goals. Defining clear and actionable goals that focus on creating value and growth. Like I said, man, you got to write a list and evaluate where you are in life, but you also got to set these goals. Where do you see yourself? Now that you know you have a vision and you know where you see yourself, how are you going to get there? Do you have to wake up earlier? Do you have to journal? Do you have to set aside time to reflect more, to write more? Do you got to go to the gym? What goals do you have? What habits do you have? And how can you make those habits better? Another one is taking action. Moving beyond passive consumption and taking steps toward creating, contributing, and taking responsibility for your life. Take action. Instead of distractions, you have to put up the action. So we don't want distractions. The phone could be a distraction. People could be a distraction. You know, there's so many distractions in this world. But if you just put in your mind, okay, it's not about the distractions, it's about the action. Then now we're talking. How can we replace distractions with action? Okay, you know what? Less TV. Okay, you know what? Less phone time. Okay, you know what? Less video games. Okay, you know what? Less partying. Because all that is not going to get you to where you want to go. Okay, now we're going to do more gym. Okay, now we're going to eat healthier, eat better foods. This is what it's all about, right? We're going to put time to brainstorm and think about where we want to go. Last but not least, continuous learning. Embrace challenges and learning opportunities and seek continuous improvement. That's all it comes down to. The self-improvement journey, the growth journey, the journey of believing yourself and believing in what you got going on. That's how you switch from a consumer to a producer. It's that simple. And you also need to understand to never give up. There's 100 ways to win. There's 1,000 ways to win. There's 1,000,000 ways to win, but it's only one way that we can lose, and that's to give up. Do y'all want to lose or do y'all want to win? We know what the difference between a winner and a loser is. A winner is able to do the ordinary things more than the average person. Are you willing to go that mile or are you not? Are you willing to put in the work or are you not? Are you willing to put in the grind or are you not? Quitting, bro, that's the easy route, man. That's the easiest thing that you can do is quit. You feel what I'm saying, bro? That's the easiest thing that you can do is to quit. That's easy. That's light work. I could quit right now. I could quit everything I'm doing because I didn't reach my goals quick enough or I didn't reach my goals the way that I wanted to. I could quit right now. What's that going to do for me? I'm going to be in the same position that I was in. We got no growth, nothing to show for it. All that struggle and pain for no reason. When you in your 20s, man, that's the worst time to be quitting. Don't you ever quit. You can't ever quit on yourself, man. You just starting, you just beginning. It's all about the perseverance. It's all about the hard work. You don't want to be quitting on yourself. That's easy. Like I said, bro, it's easy to quit, man. What's hard is saying, you know what? I'm not where I want to be, and I'm still going to put in the work. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm going to put in the work to go to where I want to go and get to where I want to get to. I may not be where I want to be, but that's okay. I'm still going to show up each and every day. A lot of people, they stop showing up. They stop showing up because they don't see the results. Y'all focused on results when you need to be focused on the day-to-day. You have to focus on the day-to-day wins. How can you win today? That's all that matters. Winning today. Win today's battle. You're not going to win every battle, but you could win today's battle. Focus on winning Monday, winning Tuesday, winning Wednesday. And you have to break down your larger goals into smaller goals. You know, like I said, it's easy to quit. Sometimes I have arguments with people, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, if we're talking about like the death penalty, bro, maybe that's the easy route. Because maybe it's harder to live with yourself and live with the atrocities that you've done and be in jail and never come out. Maybe that's what's harder. I don't know. Quitting that's it. Once you quit, it's done. Once you quit, you might as well quit on life. You can't quit on yourself. You're your biggest investment. You can't quit on you. Once you quit on you, you're going to quit on other people too. You're going to quit on life. You're going to quit on your friends. You're going to quit on your family. You can't never quit on you. You can't never quit on your goals. You can't never quit on your dreams. Let's turn up. We're in our 20s. We're in our 30s. The world is ours. We got to put in the work. We got to put in the discipline. We got to put in the grind. We can't quit on us. Because we have to depend on us. We got to put the work in for us. You see what I'm saying? We got to put the work in for us. We depend on us. We depend on us. We depend on that discipline. We depend on that work ethic. We depend on that grind. We need that in order to survive. We need that in order to thrive. We need that in order to become who we want to become in this world. But y'all ready to quit. Y'all ready to give up. Y'all ready to quit. Y'all ready to give up. Y'all ready to just throw it all away. Throw it all away. Why do you want to throw it all away when you just started? Oh, I don't see results in the gym. You just started. If you quit, that's it for you, man. You're done. That's the worst thing that you could do. That's the worst thing that you can do. That's the worst thing that you can do. The worst thing that you can do is quit. The worst thing that you can do is give up on yourself. That's the worst, the absolute worst. Don't ever quit on yourself. Don't ever give up on yourself. Keep pushing forward, even if you don't see the results, even if you don't like where you at. Keep pushing forward. I promise you it's going to pay off. I remember, man, there's times in my life where I wanted to quit, man. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up, and I just didn't. I just kept going, and now we here. There's times, man, where I thought to myself, you know what, man, this YouTube thing might not work out. And then I see the comments. I see the comment section, man. I see the support. I see the love. I'm like, how can I quit, man? If I quit, I'm quitting on all my brothers, man. We can't do that. There's people depending on you. There's people who love you. There's people who need you. There's people who are inspired by you. And it ain't just about me. It's about a movement. It ain't just about you. It's about a movement. You're part of a bigger movement. And everybody has a role to play. You got to figure out your role, and you got to make it happen. You got to be about action. It's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to say, you know what, I ain't doing this, man. It's so easy to quit. The hard part is to keep going. The hard part is to have the discipline. The hard part is to have the consistency. But once you have that, brother, you're unstoppable. So I want you to be unstoppable. I want you to keep going no matter what. I want you to persevere no matter what. I want you to win no matter what. I want you to believe in yourself no matter what. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter what they try to say, you just got to keep doing you. You just got to keep doing you. You just got to keep doing you. You just got to keep focused on you. You just got to one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. Because if you quit in your 20s, bro, you're not ready for life. The longevity of life is a serious thing. I use LeBron James all the time, but we could even go to Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan stopped playing when he was 38. Damn, like that's almost 40. I think he stopped playing when he was 38, 39 on the Washington Wizards. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships. Longevity. LeBron James, longevity. Stephen Curry, longevity. Kevin Durant, longevity. We've known them forever. Kobe Bryant played for, I think, 20 years, almost 20 years with the same team, Los Angeles Lakers. I believe it was 20 years. Longevity. They showed up every day. They focused on the day-to-day things. They focused on the daily wins. That's what it's about. Y'all focused on the long term, but it's also about the term right now. It's also about right now. It's also about right now. It's also about right now. The discipline of right now. The consistency of right now. Again, bro, if you're not focused on the right now, then you're going to get swept away. You're going to be focusing on goofy things, on things that don't matter, on things that don't serve you, on things that won't help you, on things that won't push you forward, on things that won't make you a person that you need to be. And that's so easy to do. It's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to put the action on the side. But we got to put the action right in front of us. It's so easy to fall for the goofy stuff, for temptation, to eat the goofy stuff, man. To eat the goofy stuff, man. To not be on our diet, to not be disciplined. Remember, it's harder to put in the work, but when you put in the work, you put it in. And can't nobody take it away from you. Can't nobody say you ain't go out there and get it. Can't nobody say you ain't go out there and do it since you was a youngin', since you was in your 20s, since you was a teenager, since you was in your 30s, watching, learning, growing, being, doing. Watching what? The OGs. Videos like this, getting motivated, getting inspired. Watching, learning more. Growing in your mental, growing in your wisdom, learning as much as you can. Doing the hard work, doing the discipline, doing the consistency, showing up for yourself, being the best version of yourself. Watching, learning, doing, being. We human beings, bro. We ain't human watchers. We ain't just human listeners. We ain't just supposed to stop there. There's levels to this. You watch, but then you apply. You think, and then you make happen. It's that simple. It's that simple. We are purpose-driven men. We are trying to be the best version of ourselves each and every day. We are focused on the day-to-day goals. Most importantly, we don't know when we gonna die, man. We here right now. Take advantage of right now. If you made it this far, man, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. The same video that you watching right now, I'm about to put in my laptop. And I'm about to edit it for y'all, man. Remember, man, just work hard, man. Just understand that you in your 20s, bro. And understand that now is the time to work. Understand you're in your 30s. Understand that now is the time to work, man. It's okay. Not everything's going to be perfect. Life ain't going to be perfect. But your effort, as long as your effort is 100%, as long as you're consistent, I know you're going to do great things. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Email me at purposedrivenmen@gmail.com. Again, email me at purposedrivenmen@gmail.com for one-on-one consultations. And then follow me on Instagram at maliquedlewis, maliquedlewis, for motivation, inspiration. Join the group chat. The 4 Purpose Driven Men group chat is on our Instagram. I love y'all, man. I'm out. See y'all in the next video, bruh.